brother is bringing one of her fiance's ex-girlfriends to her wedding, and she needs to stop this immediately, of course. Mo's got the email.
My brother just recently told me that he is dating one of my fiance's ex-girlfriends and intends to bring her as his date to our wedding. To be honest, I'm kind of angry about it. Having someone at my wedding who has a romantic history with either myself or my fiance is not something I want. My brother told me that I needed to accept his relationship and get used to the idea. While that is one thing, I can't help but feel that my wedding day isn't the appropriate time or place to force this to happen.
Time out, real quick. Say you start dating somebody and you are the ex of their friend who's getting married. Would you even want to go to said wedding of your ex?
Not really.
Like, if I was her, I'm like, what? There's like an agenda here.
Well, there might be a part of her that wants to show him on the biggest day of his life how well she's doing.
With the bride's brother?
I think I'm getting some things mixed up here. I'm having a hard time following along. So use it in real time.
Okay.
Okay.
So
it's you, Mo, and Abby.
Yes. Me. Okay. So Abby's getting married. Okay. Yay.
You're going to have to use somebody else. I can't believe
that's
that.
not realistic.
Come on. Abby and I are sisters, okay?
Okay.
Abby's getting married. Abby used to date Mo, but she broke up. Now I'm dating Mo, and I'm going to bring Mo to the wedding.
That's jacked up.
Yes,
that
right?
God, you are a B.
No, I'm the B. She's the B. I'm the B.
Somebody in here is a B.
B stands for bride.
Yay!
The other part of this is that my brother has pointed out that I've invited one of his ex-girlfriends to the wedding, and therefore it's unfair for me to stop him from bringing his current girlfriend. However, I believe there is a big distinction between the two situations. I've known his ex for over a decade, and she's remained a close friend to me over the years. My brother's relationship with his current girlfriend is relatively new. However, the biggest difference in these two situations is the fact that it is my wedding. I think it's different having to see someone your fiance used to be with at your own wedding. It will be distracting and uncomfortable on our day. This is different than my brother just having to deal with his ex at someone else's wedding.
Facts.
I would love to know what you think and how I should handle this.
Yeah, the brother's an a-hole. Yeah, I mean, it's her day. There should be as few planned distractions as possible, because on your wedding day, things are going to pop up anyway. Kristen can tell you that more than anybody else,
Especially when
probably.
you have a crappy wedding planner.
But she hasn't forgotten that.
No, not at, yeah. I've totally let it go. I hold no grudges. What are you talking about? It's not like this happened 6 years ago. Whatever.
This is her day, though. F your feelings. Just like for this one day, do you guys know people like this, that they have to dig in and they have to be right all the time, no matter what the instance is? Right here.
Absolutely.
This is it right here.
Yeah, I would sit down with my brother and be like, listen, this is one of the most important days of my life. I don't want to be standing up there at the altar holding my future husband's hands and looking into the congregation and seeing a woman he used to sleep with. If you can't understand that, you can't understand that, but she's not invited to the wedding.
Well, it just brings unnecessary drama to a day that hopefully should have no drama. I mean, I know wedding planners are probably like, no drama on a wedding day. Okay. But if you can limit it, I think this needs to be a conversation that you have, obviously, with your brother. And he needs to understand that this is just not, you could bring anybody. You got a +1. You could bring anybody. Do not bring the ex of somebody who is getting married. That is just, it's crossing a line.
Yeah, this would be easy for me. It's a no. And I would be bothered by the fact that you even asked me to do this. You put me in this position to have to say no. But yeah, anybody in my history or my fiance's history is not welcome at my wedding, period. And if he can't understand that, then he can't come either.
Yeah, I think I've told you guys this happened on my wedding day with my ex-wife, who was really cool about it. She's like, hey, I want to invite my friend Jason. They were childhood friends. They were best of friends, like brother and sister. But one night they had a little drunk or whatever and decided to try it. So they hooked up and realized, like, oh my God, this is like incest. We can't do this. And it never happened again. And they remained friends. But she asked me, like, is it cool if I invite him to the wedding? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So he was at the wedding. I'll be honest with you. It bugged me. It really, really bugged me. I think I've told you guys before, it was like the whole wedding was in black and white, and he was the only one I could see in color, so she was cool about it, but I agree with you, man. If there's anybody that's going to be nobody should be at that wedding if it's going to make the bride or the groom uncomfortable at all.
Not at my wedding. Not at all.
Not your wedding.
The Bert Show.